Are you really prepared to do business in Spain? Today I will share with you how doing business in Spain is very different than doing business in the United States. I have always been interested in visiting Spain, but before going there, I have researched thoroughly about this country. First, I will talk about the working environment in this country, then about the business meetings, and lastly about the current state of business in this country. The initial thing that you need to know about business culture in Spain is the working environment itself. Spain's society is hierarchical and it values its tradition. According to Hofstede Insights 2018, Spain scored 57 power distance. This means that seniority and status is very crucial in business. They value position and superiority. Many times, unqualified relatives or friends are hired over qualified outsiders. The other thing about the working environment is deadlines. Deadlines are not very important in Spain. According to Hofstede Insight, Spain has a score of 48 in long-term orientation. This indicates that Spain have people who like to live in the moment and they don't concern themselves with the thought of future. Now that you have known about the working environment in Spain, I'll move on to the business meetings in Spain. Business meetings in Spain are very different from United States. Business meetings in Spain last way too longer than in United States. Spaniards believe that they have enough time. Therefore, they spend the first half of the meeting to get to know about each other, and only after getting to know about each other, they move to the main part of the meetings. They negotiate as much as they can, and meeting usually lasts more than it was originally scheduled to. And before meeting, people who know each other conduct informal meeting between themselves. Since the position and the status of a person plays a huge part in Spanish business culture, the initial meetings are conducted within the decision makers of the company. That was all about the working environment and the business meetings in Spain. Now let me add some more information about the current state of business in Spain. According to Culture Grounds, online edition 2018, quote, the economy as a whole slowed as a result of the 2008 global financial crisis. But the situation is now changing in 2018. Spain has become a world leader in the producing wine and olive oil, despite employing less than 5% of the labor force. Paul Krugman, a writer for the New York Times, writes in his article that the economy in Spain is being fueled because of the great export, usually the auto vehicles. The real estate business is also flourishing in Spain. As per the study done by Marketline in 2018, the value of real estate market in Spain is going to increase by 4.3%, and it will reach the value of 22 billion. And now that I have provided with brief information about the business culture in Spain, let me conclude. I began this speech by telling you about the working environment, then about the business meetings, and finally about the status of business in Spain. To wrap things up, if you are ever going to Spain to conduct business, I hope you will notice the unique business culture in Spain that I have told you. Thank you everyone for listening.